Hi guys, it's me, Veronica. You see I'm very fresh faced, no makeup on, my hair is looking a mess, it got wet, and I do not feel like straightening it back out, guys. So you're just going to have to deal with me looking a mess tonight. But anyways, this has actually made my third attempt to record my video that I had been trying to record. Anyways, last night, guys, I was laying here in my bed and I was like, using my noggin. I was trying to think at what case I wanted to cover. I was said, well, it's October. It's a scary month. At the same time, though, guys, it is a very beautiful month, actually. Actually, here where I live like near the bottom of the Appalachian, Boone, which is, where the Appalachian Mountains is located. I live at the very bottom, and like when you walk out on my porch and you look up, it's like it's nothing but rolling hills and mountains, and you can just see how beautifully the leaves are changing. It's a very beautiful month too, and but it's also a very scary month for the simple fact that it is Halloween, and people will like to start celebrating. Some people like to start celebrating from the 1st all the way through the 31st of Halloween, People like to start celebrating Halloween. Some people are very huge Halloween fans. Me, personally, I am not a Halloween fan, but I do like Halloween, but I think it's more for the kids, and that's what I would do it for. It would be for the kids. I used to take mine out trick-or-treating, and dress them up as fairy or little princesses or whatever it was they wanted to be. My son wanted to be PJ Masks one time. No, Catboy, the blue one. There we go. That's the one who was one year. And then I had one that was a ladybug one year. My 7-year-old, now 7-year-old, used to just always be princesses, all different ones. The princesses, it was just her. I'm probably to this day sure want a princess one. But my son, he was Batman. He was Catboy. He was I can't remember, guys. I can't remember. But that's what I think of Halloween. When I think of Halloween, I think of it as being for the kiddos. They go out here and, dress up as their dream fantasy, their hero on TV or something they like on TV or something of that nature. That's what my perspective of Halloween is. But in some cases, that is not the case. In some crazed person's mind, the Halloween is actually the perfect time to commit that perfect crime. For the simple fact that, they make adult costumes and, they make all these masks. They make the Michael Myers mask, the Jason mask, you got your Freddy Krueger mask, you got your Ghostface mask, they got just, ski mask, they got just plain mask you just put on your face, and it's like it's like a see-through mask, but you cannot see your face. It's like it's just there, but you cannot see your face. They got all these different masks out for adults, okay? And a lot of times, a lot of crazy, deranged individuals will use the opportunity to commit a crime. And what better time to do it, right, guys? Then, because it's Halloween, and you're not going to look out of place, because, if you don't dress up, and like if it's a Halloween party, you don't dress up, they're going to be like, no entry. You're not dressed up, they're going to turn you away. You're going to be like, oh, well, I'm out. Guys, that's how it's going to be. But, at this time of the year, it's not uncommon for individuals to walk around in costumes. That's the thing, but it is a very big downfall in certain cities and certain places, and a lot of deranged individuals use the opportunity. And so, with that being said, I'm going to start a thing since it's October. I'm going to start a thing called Halloween Unsolved Murders. That is how I'm going to try to at least fit two things into one session today. Tonight. At least two. And I'm going to try to at least get on here every other day and and keep doing my research on more, because there are a lot of crimes, unsolved crimes at that have happened on Halloween. So, with further ado, let's get into this. Guys. Okay. We are going to start off with the murder of Roland Deloatch and Joseph Smith. Okay, ready to go, guys? Let's get into it. A family's life was turned upside down on Halloween night in 2018. Wait a minute, 2016, my bad, guys. Roland Deloatch, 41, and Joseph Smith, 28, who were brothers, by the way, resided in Sanford, Florida, who also cared for their mother, Barbara, who lived with them. Joseph, an aspiring rapper, was 2 weeks away from releasing his album. Guys, 2 weeks away. This guy had so much going for him. And it was just all ripped away from him in just a split second. And it uncalled for, It just really makes me mad to think of it like that, He had so much going for him. Okay. At around 9 p.m., an unidentified assailant wearing a mask entered the brothers' home. The masked intruder promptly shot Joseph. So Joseph was the first one shot. And then Roland, who was returning from work, heard the shots and ran in to try to help his family, to aid his family. The gunman simply shot him next. He did not give Roland no time whatsoever to even attempt to help his family. It's like he just was pow, he seen him coming. Okay. Barbara, who is the mother, witnessed her son's murder. Guys, can you imagine what this mother went through? She just witnessed both of her sons' murders. And I can only imagine her pain, because my son is in the living room right now. If somebody was to come in and do something to him and made me watch this, I don't know. I think I would be shoot me next, because you done took my sons. That's my way. But I can only imagine what she was feeling or what was going through her mind at that time. Because, as we mentioned, her sons, pardon me, guys, her sons took care of her. She was living with them. So, I can only imagine what was going through her mind at that exact time. But yeah, she witnessed her sons be murdered in cold blood at that. But Barbara, she was spared. Her life was spared. Though the intruder made her drop to her knees and beg for her life. What disgusting person does that to a elderly person? Disgusting, deranged, demented person would do something like that. That just really went through me like some lightning. Joseph died in the house. Roland died in a nearby hospital. No one knew who killed the brothers. A promising development appeared to emerge on November 11th. That day, the Sanford police named a man named Dante James as a person of interest. The day after Halloween, James, along with his girlfriend, we're just going to call her Miss Seal, sorry guys, excuse me, have been arrested on weapon charges. They was released on bond, after which James cut his GPS anklet and fled. He was arrested on November 22nd, but he didn't get too far, right? He only got a day of freedom. Dummy. Anyways, God. Investigators determined that James couldn't have been the murderer, but he and Seal were believed to have knowledge of the murder and just was not willing to cooperate with the police whatsoever. You know, to give this poor lady, this poor mother, any sort of closure at why this happened to her sons. I mean, what was the reason behind it, you know? However, they wouldn't cooperate with the police. Similarly, Joseph's girlfriend is believed to know something about the incident, but she wouldn't even cooperate either. So that's sending red flags in my mind anyways, that these two are up to no good. They know something about what happened in that house and why them brothers were killed. They know something. But there is a $5,000 reward for any information on the murders. The killer remains at large to this day. So if anybody have any information on that murder, contact the Sanford Police Department, or you can anonymously do the Crime Stoppers. You know, I would list the numbers, but I did not even think about getting the numbers. But I'm pretty sure, you know, you can Google them and they will pull up. So if you have any information on the murders of Roland and Joseph Smith, contact Crime Stoppers or contact the Sanford police in Florida. Our next case we're going to be talking about is that of Syvlia Salinas. On October the 31st, 1989, 30-year-old Syvlia Salinas was working at her small corner grocery store in Galveston, Texas. She was certainly aware of the possibility of her business being robbed. She kept both a machete, keep this in mind guys, because, you know, on down when I read, just keep this in mind. She keeps both a machete and a pistol below her cash register. Whoever came into the store that day must not have sent up any red flags, because Miss Salinas did not go for her machete, Miss Salinas did not go for her pistol, and also Miss Salinas did not trigger the silent alarm. So obviously Miss Salinas knew her murderer. She must have been acquainted with them, or had to be a family member or a friend or something, because she felt comforting enough not to, you know, to let them in the store, for one, and, you know, not to go for the machete or the pistol, or to trigger the silent alarm if she could not get to any weapon. She still did not silence that, signal that silence alarm. But regardless, the unidentified person stabbed Syvlia in the heart, guys. One stab to the heart and killed her instantly, snubbed her life away from her in that pure few minutes, you know, because there was no way she could have probably, it depends on how deep really it went into the heart, but usually a stab to the heart, instant death. But there were no indications that Syvlia made any attempt to fight back. She did not trigger the silent alarm, like I was saying. She didn't fight back. She didn't even trigger the silent alarm. So obviously she knew her assailant. She knew in some form, type of way. I said that backwards, guys. I apologize. In some type of way. Y'all know what I mean. She knew her assailant in some way. It be that acquaintances, friend, close friend, family member, a boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, I don't know, but she knew them in some form of way. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Okay, the murderer was the one that actually set off the solid alarm when he decided he was going to go into the cash register and rob them of the money. So, buddy, you set the silent alarm off. He's the one that set the silent alarm off. So he took all the cash inside. He fled, leaving the knife at the scene before the police arrived. They cornered off the area and began to collect evidence. Despite their efforts and the interviewing of around 20 suspects, investigators never found Sylvia's killer. To make matters worse, the cold case became all the more so in 2008 after much of the evidence was lost to Hurricane Ike in 2018. To Hurricane Ike, in 2008. In 2018, however, the case received renewed attention when reports hit the news that a critical piece of evidence had, in fact, survived. A videotape made by the police of the crime scene soon after Syvlia was murdered. It shows the crime scene in detail, including both the murder weapon and the footprints left by the killer, and now stands at the best hope for solving this murder. Some fingerprints were preserved as well. So hopefully, guys, this case gets solved very soon because they, luckily, Hurricane Ike didn't decide to take everything away. The videotape was preserved, and so was the fingerprints. So, guys, let's pray that this one gets solved very soon. So, guys, them are the two cases I covered tonight. I will cover another two cases probably in the morning, maybe. I was supposed to go down to Charlotte for the injection in my back, but I'm going to have to reschedule because my 7-year-old is not feeling so hot. So I'm going to have to reschedule that. I went ahead and called them tonight, and I left a message. I did. And they will, usually give me a call back and reschedule. I asked them to do it for tomorrow, for Tuesday, so I can actually get that injection in my back and, get that, blah, 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 whatever they put in my back. I think it's lidocaine. Maybe it's cortisone. I don't know. It's one of them. All I know is I had to get 4. Guys, I get like 2 in the middle, like close to my spine, and then I get 2 like at the bottom of my back. So, anyways, guys, how about y'all tell me what y'all think about the 2 cases that we covered just now, and drop me some comments in the section below. Maybe y'all got a unsolved Halloween murder that y'all would like me to cover. If so, drop it down and I will read the comments. I'll come across it and I will research it, and I will more than likely do it. Anyways, guys, remember, love is love. Be kind. Stay beautiful, bare or with makeup. Either way, we are all beautiful in our own ways. And always, always, always put God first. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Good night. You have a blessed night.